Welcome to your energy update. And this is the time of year when here in Ireland we start to talk about the long stretch. The days are getting longer, the buds are pushing through, the light stays around for longer, and our bodies want to kind of wake up, not with force, not with pressure, not with making it happen, because we don't have to make the spring happen, just with steady, dependable flow and movement. And for the month of April in Qi Flow, we're practicing the 8 Brocades. And in this podcast, I'm going to teach you one of the moves: draw the bow, fire the arrow. And that really improves respiratory and heart health. The expansion of the chest with this movement opens the lungs, it increases oxygen intake and promotes better lung, heart, and whole cardiovascular health. It also really moves any stuck gallbladder qi, which can cause migraines and headaches. So you're really moving the neck and the shoulders. It's really simple. They're very traditional. They're said to be over 1,000 years old, and they're perfect for this kind of like in-between season when energy can feel a little bit scattered as it's rising, as the sap is rising, or you can kind of feel a bit kind of like flat. Either way, it works for you. So if you've been thinking, I know I should move more, but you don't want to exhaust yourself, you are in the right place, because the energy brocades, it's like a full body tune-up. They help circulation, really good posture, and that sense of being capable of having that grounded strength. They were introduced by a general, a Chinese general, who wanted to help his soldiers recover that had been injured in battle. So that's what these 8 moves are for really helping your wounded inner soldier. We're going to do smooth flow, calm focus, and that shows up in real life as easier mornings, less tension by the end of the day, and less sense of dragging your body around. That's the work.
When my energy is low, when Parkinson's days are heavy, I don't look for big fixes, I come back to basics. Stop, recenter, breathe. Simple movements, repetition, familiar rhythms. The 8 Brocades have been a real anchor for me. They don't demand anything fancy. I can do one of them, I can do them all. I can do them standing up, or I can do them sitting down. Some days the movement is small, some days it's strong. Both count. And that's something our community really understands. Showing up where you are, doing what you can, and letting that be enough.
Now let's get to the practice. It's called draw the bow, fire the arrow. And it's really beautiful for opening the chest and the shoulders. It'll support your posture. It's really good for waking up your clarity and your focus, especially this time of year if you're working with vision. And that doesn't mean just on the eyes. That also means vision in life. Where are you going? What are you doing? So you can do it standing as we are, or sitting. You can have a chair or a stool, so you can practice right now. It's no fuss, no special equipment, no special clothes. First, let's look at the hand positions. So we're going to be stimulating the Laogang point, and the Laogang point is right in the center of the palm, just a little bit off. So find the Laogang by making a fist, and where your middle finger falls, that's the Laogang point. So you've got 2 fists, you've got 2 hands. Let's find both of them. You can use your thumb and press into there. So let's just stimulate that Laogang point first of all. So the Laogang point is really part of the heart protector meridian. Really good. This point specifically is called the Palace of Weariness. So if you're feeling really down, broken-hearted, you can't get aligned with your vision, with your motivation, really, the Laogang point is really great for that, really opening the chest right down to the center of the arms. So let's pulse right now. This in itself is really great for cardiovascular health. So really great if you've got carpal tunnel syndrome, if you've got Raynaud's, pumping, helping the lymph and the blood and this whole circulatory system. Now, shake out, Shake out. I know it's tricky. It's tricky for you who have Parkinson's to get that nice kind of
Wobbliness.
wobbliness, but we can still try. So palms now together, interlace the hands, and I want you to roll them round in a figure eight, opening and loosening the wrists. If you can, keep the heels of your hands together. Really, like I say, great for carpal tunnel and shiatsu practitioners. I'm a shiatsu practitioner working with it's a little bit like acupuncture without needles. So shake them out. And let's do one for cognition before we begin. So fingers facing each other, spiral the palms around and roll the fists. Open the hands, spiral into that Lao Gong point and open the fingers. Spiral around, open the fingers. Spiral around, open the fingers. One more time, spiral around and let it go. Okay, so we've warmed up the hands and the fingers. So we're going to look at the hand posture. So the first one is, this is the guide for the arrow. So we're not pointing the way. We're not pointing the way. We're kind of having a guide for the arrow to sit in. Okay, and you can see what's happening when you've got that guide. You're kind of activating that Lao Gong point. You're activating the Lao Gong point. And with the other hand, you're going to draw the bow. And as you draw the bow, see if you can feel that Lao Gong point activate in the center of the palm. So let's just try that. Draw the bow across the center of the chest. Make sure that the elbow isn't too high and you're scrunching up the neck. So nice and loose at the elbow. Draw it across in a horizontal, and the other hand goes out and finds. Where are you looking at? What's your vision? Look through that guide. Look through that L shape. Look through that guide. Where's your vision? Let the other hand come out and softly come back. We'll bring the breath in a minute. So beginning by crossing the palms in a loose fist, draw across the chest. That's drawing the bow. And then fire the arrow. Look at where that's going. Extend. And release, exhaling. Now let's bring in the breath. Inhale, cross, light fists. Exhale, follow your fingers and look through the guide. Where is your arrow going to go? With the other hand, you're pulling it across the chest, opening the chest. And relax. Inhale, exhale. Let the hand swing out. And inhale. Exhale. Nice long exhale. Let the hands swing out and in. Draw the bow. You've got that nice bow across the chest. Fire the arrow. You can see how you can do this sitting down. Exhale. Draw the bow. Fire the arrow. What's your vision? Where are you looking to go? Release. Inhale. Let's do it one more time. Exhale. So the body is facing forwards, but I'm looking down towards the arrow. And release. Coming back to center. Letting everything just come to the lower belly. Taking a big belly breath. Exhale. Squeeze the belly button back to the spine. Squeeze that belly button and relax, release. Let the belly fill with Qi. Let it fill with Qi and exhale. Squeezing the belly button back to the spine and relax. So you can see with this movement, you're not forcing, you're not directing. As you move, you imagine, you inhale and draw the bow. Exhaling down, inhaling up and exhaling. So there's no force, there's no pushing. You're just kind of opening. And it's not really about how far you can go. It's about the intention of expansion and release. exhaling. And so you inhale and you expand, release, and exhale. This is especially helpful if you've been feeling collapsed, or maybe you feel overprotective or mentally foggy. It reminds the body, hey, I'm here, I'm powerful, I've got direction. So let's give one more little practice again. And so just stand with your knees softly bent. You can also do this in a chair. So we're going to inhale, make nice loose fists. Exhale, draw the bow, fire the arrow, not forcing. And exhale. Inhale, exhale, nice and long. Inhale back up to the cross. Exhale, release. Release that arrow. And inhale back up. Exhale. Inhale, gather. Exhale. Not force, just intention. Last time. Exhale. And exhale, sending the chi down to the lower belly. And throughout April, we'll keep returning to this feeling of real strong, grounded, intentional movements. This is a great practice if you want to do it sitting down, and there's not a lot going on with the legs. It's really in the upper body. So I hope all I can do here is share my experience. It's up to you to do the practice and see how you feel. What is your experience of it? These are always beginner friendly in Qi Flow with Joe, and they are always adaptable.
But what really makes this work is the daily live practice. Knowing there's a place to show up, knowing someone will say hello in the chat, knowing you don't have to decide what to do, just join in and move. This structure creates energy, this connection creates purpose. And if you miss a day, the recordings are there, no guilt, no catching up pressure, no shoulda, woulda, coulda.
And here's what's happening in April. There's a weekday morning. We are live in Qi Flow. The classes are daily guided movement to build your own consistency and confidence in your body. The April mid-monthly health talk, we're going to be using the healing sounds to clear and restore the yin organs in the body. And at the end of the month, we have a community gathering, which is a space to share, reflect, and feel part of a community and something that is steady. Everything is designed to support you without being overwhelmed. You can try the free class at the end of March, and if you'd like ongoing support, you're warmly invited to join the Qi Flow with Joe community with the weekday live Qi Gong classes. It's €39 a month, and after 3 months, I halve your subscription to €20 to really support your ongoing practice. It really, I couldn't do without it.
No, me neither.
Yeah. So really, come join the community if it speaks to you, but no pressure, just an open door, and see you in the Qi Flow. May you be happy, safe, and well. May I be happy, safe, and well, and may all beings everywhere be happy, safe, and well.